Hey everyone, and welcome to my first YouTube video. I'm starting off with my Neutrogena oil-free moisturizer for combination skin and my dōTERRA Frankincense oil. I put a dollop of the moisturizer on my hand and mix about 2 drops of the frankincense in with it. Frankincense helps reduce skin imperfections, and it's really helped my acne so far. The next product I use too also helps out with my acne, and I make sure to rub this all over my face and also on parts of my neck just because I have some acne there as well. Next, I'm using the Neutrogena Rapid Clear Stubborn Acne Daily Leave-On Mask. This stuff is legit. It feels amazing on the skin, and it even has a little bit of tackiness, so it helps my makeup stay on all day long. Like I said, I've got acne marks, so I'm using the L'Oreal True Match Concealer Crayon just on the reddest blemishes. And what I will do is take my foundation brush and rub it in a little bit. And the excess on the brush I will put on red parts of my face. This crayon has a little bit of yellow in it that helps cancel out the red in my face. For our foundation today, I'm using the L'Oreal Magic Nude Liquid Powder. That's been in my drawer for a while, not gonna lie, but I rediscovered it recently while cleaning out my makeup drawers, and it is amazing. It is such an interesting formula, and a little goes a long way. I use the foundation brush at first to just smear it all over my face, and then I will go in and pat the foundation in. This is a great foundation if you want to add liquid or powder on top of it, because it helps blend out everything. It does have a pretty strong smell though at first, so if that bothers you, I don't advise using it. Next, for my under eye bags, I'm using Maybelline's Instant Age Rewind. This helps with the tiredness under my eyes, but I will also put it down my nose and on my chin and on my forehead to help with some highlighting. To blend it all in, I'm using a beauty blender. To set the concealer, I'm going to go in with L'Oreal's Infallible powder. The whole Infallible line is amazing. And this just helps keep the concealer from creasing. I run it along my T-zone as well, just because I get oily in those spots throughout the day. My base is now complete, and we're moving on to the fun stuff. I'm going in with the Tarteist Pro Glow Palette. And for my highlight, I am mixing Lit and Stunner. I have definitely made a dent in these two because these are my go-to highlighters right now. I'm a little too fair for just using Lit by itself, so that's why I mix it with Stunner. I'm applying this to my cheekbones, down my nose, and also on my Cupid's bow. Going back into the palette, I'm using the contour color called Sculpt and making this amazing face because it helps me with my contour line. When I'm doing this in the morning, I try and warm up my face as well, so you will see me go across my temples and on my forehead, as well as bringing up the Sculpt color a little bit on my cheeks. It brings some life back into my face because I'm pretty pale at this point. I learned the fish face kind of technique from watching some YouTubers. It just helps me kind of keep that line a little bit more precise to shape up my face. For my brows, I'm going in with NYX Tinted Brow Mascara and Maybelline's Defy and Fill Duo. Quickly do that off camera. Ta-da! And I also went in with NYX's HD eyeshadow primer beforehand as well. Now, since I'm waking up at about 5 o'clock to do all this, I'm going back in with the Sculpt color and putting it all over my lid. When I'm doing this early, I try to keep this routine down to about 10-15 minutes. And I love it because it's so versatile when we get to the fun pops of color. Now with that Sculpt color, I'm mainly putting all of it on my lid at this point and making a little face. Also is going underneath my lower lash line. When I do this, I also make a C shape on the outside to connect both the lower lash line and the upper crease. To blend this all out, I'm going to grab a blending brush with nothing on it and just kind of do windshield wiper motions back and forth to blend everything out. This helps spread the color and make sure there's no harsh lines. You'll see in a little bit I'll go back in with more of the Sculpt color just to re-emphasize the color more so on my lid. Checking it out in the mirror. Yep, I need a little bit more color. Here we go. I'm just focusing mainly on the lid again and using that brush a little bit to go back and forth to blend up, so it's all seamless. Sometimes I do add some sparkle on top of this if I'm feeling fun, but for today, keeping it basic. Blend, 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 blend. Fabulous. Checking it out. Everything's even. Great. On to the fun part. Yay! This is the Urban Decay Electric Palette, and there are so many colors to choose from. I've used almost all of them on my lower lash line like I'm going to demonstrate today, but for today and this video I'm picking Chaos. So what I'm going to do is emphasize that I'm using my lower waterline. I pull my eye down and I apply the color right on top. As you can see, I push down kind of hard that it goes also on my lower lash line. I'm going back in with that blank blending brush just to go along the outline of the color so that I can blend it. Perfect. Now we're going in with the other eye. I apologize for these amazing faces. We're gonna have to get used to that. And back in with the blending brush. Like I said, you can use almost any color to emphasize the lower lash line. I just cleaned up a little bit underneath because there is some fallout. Now to highlight, I'm using the strobe color in the Tarteist palette, and I'm going to take that on my inner tear ducts. And then I'm also going to put it under my brows. It just really pulls the look together in my opinion. Plus, I really like some shimmer. And jam it out while I do my makeup. So I'm going to attempt to do mascara on camera. I apologize. But to start off for my lower lashes, I'm using Maybelline's the Falsies Push-Up Angel. I really like this brush because it helps me get to all of my lashes. And it helps me kind of wiggle them apart. It's a plastic brush. Yes, we gotta work on this mascara application on camera. But first time's not so bad. It helps me get very close to every lash too, like I was just on the inner corners of my eyes to make sure I was getting the tiny lashes. And then for the top lashes, as well as touching on some of the bottom lashes, I'm using L'Oreal's Voluminous Original. And you will see me apply mascara on the tops and the bottoms of the lashes. This helps kind of coat the lashes entirely. It helps with color and also to distribute the formula so that they look very, very voluminous. That's me just checking out in the camera that I got all my lashes. Luckily, I was blessed with some pretty long lashes, so falsies aren't going on today. It looks like we are finishing up with the eyes, and I want to thank everybody for watching my first video. If you have any recommendations or any suggestions, please feel free to leave it in the comments below. And I'm so excited to keep up with this, and I hope you guys have a fabulous day.